Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? It is Wednesday night. Reminder, I barely can keep track of days of the week. It's just how it works sometimes. Hey, no name, Tony, Jelly, Luca, Feisty, welcome in. Yoshi, Joey, Man, hello in the UK. That should already be up and running. Let's make sure. Yes, there we are. Hey, Yami. Hey, Jelly as well. Hello, 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 everybody. How are we doing? I wish it just like saved my resizing because that's aggravating. There we go. Wow, I made that too much. Too much. There we go. Oh gosh. He's got the AC running and I'm cold. And I gotta still get TikTok started here. I'm working on it, guys. We doing things. We doing all the things. We doing the things. That's not true. I wish TikTok would stop changing this. I want this to be permanent up there like it used to be, but no, TikTok's being dumb. Okay, here we go. Hitting buttons. Hitting all the buttons. I was trying to remember what I was doing. It's very difficult sometimes. I always love seeing that one. Hello, everyone. No, my life is definitely going a little bit better than that today, Joey. That's always a you always say interesting things, and I don't mean that in a bad way. The notification didn't go out. I'm unsure. I know I started it up late, so I'm sorry. Yes. It is currently on a slowdown for 5 seconds. You guys get so pressed about a 5-second slowdown for commenting. It's so funny. I love it. I love you guys so much. It is funny. No, I'm not going to watch his speech. I can tell you that. I will have news alerts. Interesting. I don't know what to tell you on that one, Yoshi. Thanks, Gabby. I'm not doing anything special, though. I put out 3 alerts. If you're talking about my server notifications in Discord, yes. You should get 4 alerts. You get 1 for each YouTube, right? Streaming, and then you have TikTok, and then you have Twitch. You actually would get 4 alerts for mine. So, that is kind of how that works. Yes, tap the screen. You always have backup plans. That's good. It's always good. I just realized I forgot my watch. I meant to bring it back out here with me. I'll just have to pay attention. Dan Bongino is leaving. Woo-hoo-hoo. Where are we sitting here? I mean, that's what happens when you just keep putting in podcasters. It's very weird to think that podcasters would do it, you know? There we go. I think it's just very weird. Oh, no worries, Jay Lee. I was just, yeah, it explains it because of the multiple platforms that I have going on. Yeah, I mean, putting in podcasters, right? Or YouTubers or whatever. I would question it if anybody made me like in any position of authority that wasn't related to numbers or accounting. Mm-mm. Like, I would question your sanity so hard. Like, for real though, it's not how that works. It's very odd. Oh, I'm sure he's writing a book. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Oh man, I didn't even see anything. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to like do 3 million different things as per usual. That's just how we always get going on here. Um, TikTok, as you know, you kind of run the show, so you got to keep tippy tapping away at that screen. I do appreciate it so much. You kind of do determine when we get it going. There we go. Only the Mermaid Queen. Yes, exactly. Yes. Actually, you know what? Cup of Joe, I like that better. Okay, I like this better than trying to say. Um, I don't want y'all to say cult. That's odd. I want you guys to be critical. You know what I mean? All right. Oh, there's always one. You know what I mean? There's always one. They never fail. That's a good one. We're your mermaiders. I like that. I like that one. Hey, Phil. How you doing? It's all good. Jenny, what makes somebody miserable? Can you articulate that? I am curious about that. Oh no, Wolf, Cash Patel isn't going to leave because he's pretty sure if he does and if he doesn't leave before he gets a pardon, he's probably gonna get taken up for like misappropriating funds. Yikes. That would happen. I don't take guests. This is just my backup. I only take phone calls. And right now I'm just looking for people that are on the opposite side of me. I will probably be doing open discussions with anybody on like Christmas Eve. Because I feel like over the holidays would be a good time to have those. Well, that reminds me, I meant to go there. Hey, Benita. Is that a song, Potato? Mermaider by Death Clook should be your theme song. Put that. Are you in the server, Potato? Put that in the server. I'd be interested. Depends on what they can get away with. Yeah, that's true. It is a bit of an odd question to see if it's something that he could get like charged with, but we already know that he's flying in style. And guys, if you don't know this, and I know plenty of people don't, but if you are flying and you're utilizing, right, the government airplanes and you're using it for non-official business, then you're supposed to reimburse the government the cost of that flight. Thank you for the Sunday fog. And then we have 6, 7. I do love that. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. You're just going to send all of the 6, 7s. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Jody. Oh, man. 8, 9. Yeah. 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I just moved out of the bedroom. That's all. Got my own little space. The way things should be. Let's see. U.S. House passes their version, the Republican version of a healthcare bill without any subsidy extensions. But guess what? Can't find the text of the bill on Congress.gov. We don't know what it includes. We don't know what that does. And then we have Hail Satan! Thank you, Kaga, so much for the 2. Jody, thank you for the globe. That was so cool. I don't think I've seen that one. There's very few gifts I haven't seen, and I don't think I've seen that one. Hey, Davido. Very nice. Thank you. Oh, man. In October, the brand Rove had a month sale where you buy a Rove pod, get 1 for a cent. So in October, I had about 10 pods. What are Roves? Have a great stream. Support trans and disability rights. Exactly. I agree with that one, Madam Rose. Exactly. Weed pods? What are weed pods? These are weird things. What are those? Oh, shit. I'm thinking like what you plant in your garden weeds. Like I'm thinking like you said Rove and you're saying all this and I'm like, "Oh, I'm thinking of your lawn." I'm thinking of your lawn. Yeah. I'm thinking of actual gardening stuff. My bad. I don't do these things, okay? I was, yeah. I'm thinking of an actual lawn. Sorry. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 45.
45. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I sure do.
What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office to earn your continued support?
The fact that he's kept his promise to get illegals out of the country. He hasn't started any new wars. Everything that he basically said he was going to do, he's doing.
Oh, well, he also said that he was going to end the Russia-Ukraine war in 24 hours, and we're 11 months into his administration, and that still hasn't happened. So I guess that's one promise that he didn't make. He also said that he was going to lower the cost of groceries, and yet we see that even according to his own Bureau of Labor Statistics data, the price of groceries are up at the grocery store. He said he was going to lower the cost of energy. That's also up according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So he hasn't upheld, quote, all of his promises as you just claimed.
What president has upheld every promise that they've
Oh,
made?
I didn't make that point or claim. You are the one. You said he,
Okay,
quote, has done everything that he promised. And I'm telling you that he has, quote, not done, end quote, everything that he's promised.
Okay, so does that mean that we just ragdoll him and say, well, forget the few things that he hasn't done and not credit him for the things that has been taken care of. We're just gonna
What has he, quote,
run with it.
taken care of? I haven't seen him take care of anything that actually means something to people. Oh, okay. I guess I would just hang up too. Where is my hat? It's right here, Rod. It just doesn't sit well with the headphones. So, and it doesn't feel right on my head if I have it under the headphones. So, but yeah, guys, this is my hat. I need to make one like this, but with my emblem. So, we're going to work on that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
25.
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I do. 100%. Absolutely.
100%. Absolutely. Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
I believe inflation has started to flatten out. So the economy is looking a bit better. I got three points.
Flatten out. Okay. Oh, I'm writing these down.
Yeah, inflation has started to flatten out.
Uh-huh.
This is a hot topic, the immigration. I believe he's doing a good job on it.
Immigration.
Irregardless of numbers.
Good job.
Yeah, because you can maybe say Obama had very high deportation.
Okay.
I believe Donald Trump, even if he's not hitting the same numbers, I like the emphasis that's being put on it, and that maybe we can get immigration.
Emphasis. Okay.
And then the third thing is, I'm Jewish American, so I like his support of his foreign policy to the state of Israel and his crackdown on anti-Semitism.
Listen, I think all isms are bad, okay? So, like, I don't think anti-Semitism should be allowed anywhere. I don't think any isms are good, right? So, that's semi-okay.
Support of Israel, I enjoy it very much,
Yeah, we don't have enough money to do our own form of universal health care, but we're going to send money that mostly goes to funding Israel's universal health care. We literally pay for their health care in Israel, but we can't do it for our American citizens. So that's cool. Anyways, so inflation, what's the current inflation rate according to the last CPI data that we have from the Bureau of Labor Statistics?
On the foreign policy, his support for Israel, setting
Sorry,
by Israel.
I'm going down your list. I was just making a joke. I wasn't sticking on that one. I want to start at the top of your list. You said inflation is flattening out. So can you tell me what the inflation rate was up what the inflation rate was at according to our most recent data that we have from the Bureau of Labor Statistics? What's the CPI?
I don't know. I honestly don't have that number.
Then why would you claim that inflation is flattening out if you don't know?
I've seen most of the prices in grocery stores, go down. I've seen gas prices go down.
Is your individual experience representative of the entirety of the United States of America and 330 million other American citizens?
I own an electrical company, and I've seen prices all over falling down.
Okay, so again, let me ask this question again. Is your individual experience representative of 330 million American experiences? Okay, great. So why would you make a claim? I'm just asking a general question because I am curious. Why would you make a claim that inflation is flattening out if you have no idea what the current inflation rate is, even according to our own government?
I've seen the prices go down. I've seen the general prices go down.
Okay, but we've already agreed that your personal experience is not representative of the entirety of the United States of America, correct?
It reflects it to a certain extent.
Okay, so it's only just what you experience and what you see that means that it's okay. So how about for individuals in a state like, I don't know, let's just say Wyoming, that are experiencing higher prices, but you are experiencing low prices. So what does that mean?
Okay, so how much is the inflation at?
Inflation's at 3% year over year, up 0.3% month over month, meaning, and by the way, that means we're on a up decline. We're in an incline when it comes to inflation, not a decline. We're going up. The cost of energy is
Yeah.
up across the nation. The cost
But
of
Joe Biden,
groceries
he
is
had
up
some
across
months,
the nation.
17%, 9%, 10%. He had a lot too
He
much high
never got up to
inflation.
10%, sir. See, you guys
It was
always have to
9%.
go. Can you tell me when that inflation rate was? What year?
1 sec. What year we in, man? It was 22, I want to say.
2022. Fantastic. Now, when I say that inflation is up 3% year over year, what do you think that means? What year are we looking at?
One more time.
When I say that inflation is up 3% year over year, what year do you think that means that we're looking at?
You're talking about this year, right now, 2025. That's the current inflation rate?
The current inflation rate is 3% year over year. What do you think that quote year over year means?
I don't know. You got to explain it. Regardless, I don't know. I feel like the prices are kind of down. That's number one. And number two,
Okay,
I
thoughts
like
and
his,
feelings, thoughts and feelings. That's all we got. We got just vibes because that's all you know is just your vibes. Again, so let me
and
just
then
be
I
very
like
clear.
I
When we're
like the
saying that it's
immigration
up year
policy.
over year, that means that it's up from this time last year, right? So September of 2024 was a 2.4% inflation year over year. And guess what? Here we are in September of 2025 when the last inflation data was released, and October 24, 2025. It's a 3% year over year, meaning inflation is up even going into the seasonal times, right? So, dude, your personal experience, as you have already agreed, is not representative of the entirety of the 330 million American citizens that we have within the United States of America. I don't care about your personal opinion. I care about the statistics and data, which shows that it is up on average for the entirety of the United States of America. Your personal experience does not prove that inflation is flattened out when the rest of the United States does not see it.
I don't know. That's what I've seen on a personal level, and a lot of people around me.
Is that all you got? Is just your thoughts and vibes, your personal
That's what I feel.
experience?
Anyway, regardless,
Okay. I'm not doing just you and your personal experience.
You're awesome.
Oh my gosh. I'm done with people and they're just like, I just have my personal experience, my feelings, my thoughts and vibes. Like, okay, cool. Again, that's not how this works. Yeah, feelings are not facts. There is that too. Elspin, thank you again for all of the jewels. What impact do you think the war in Israel is having on Jewish communities in the United States? Unfortunately, they're facing a lot of hate. And I disagree with that. I don't think any individual should be like facing any kind of hate for that. They're not being treated well. I know that. Immigration is incredible. I live in Rhode Island. Gas is well under $3. Eggs are down like that even really matters, but was a thing for some dumb reason. You right. Was a thing for some reason. I don't know. I think it's just because Donald Trump talked about it so much. We live in this minute rice society where everything has to happen immediately. It's been 11 months, which is a blip in time. It is just a blip in time. Every state has its own rules and governing of abilities. The current position of all 50 states is based on how they are governed individually. It has nothing to do with the president. I disagree. The president's action does affect the entirety of the United States of America. But Cooler, I thank you for all of the 10 super chats. I do appreciate that. And I appreciate your comments as well. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
30. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. What has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office specifically that has earned your continued support?
I believe that he is driving the correct fundamental economic policy for the future of the American people.
Driving the correct fundamental economic policy. All right, cool. Can you describe to me exactly or give me specific details on what his economic policy entails?
I think that there are from what I understand, it's tariffs, and reduction of costs across the United States government, and more beneficial tax policies towards middle income and entrepreneurs in the United States.
Cool. So I do agree, like, we'll start with the tax policies for a second. So let me be very clear. I do agree with making the tax cuts permanent for the lower to middle working class American citizens. I don't necessarily agree with that for those at the top. And I've been very vocal about that one. I agree with helping the lower middle class, but the upper Americans don't necessarily need that as much. Reduction of costs across government. What do you mean on that one exactly? Because that could mean a bunch of different things. So I'm curious if you can drill down on what that means to you.
I think that there is an oversized amount of government spending on things that are not productive or yield a better life or quality of life for the American people. And he's gone around cutting as much from department overhead, whether it's personnel or spending, or the Doge team has done in order to, be a leaner government so that whatever income is coming through.
So are you talking about the
GDP
rescissions?
Yes, I'm talking about any effort to reduce cost in government.
Yeah, so you're talking about the rescissions?
Yes.
Okay, so how much exactly were those rescissions? Do you know?
I know that there's on the public Doge site, you can see a lot of
Yeah.
the cuts that were made.
Okay, I'm going to
The
help you out
total
because I've
number I
actually
can't speak.
reviewed those Doge cuts, and I'm going to help you out with something. So, what Doge was doing on Doge.gov, because I've actually reviewed several of them, is if it was an ongoing government contract that was on a span of a couple of years, right? Meaning that we've already had them for a couple of years and it was still ongoing for the next year or two, okay? Doge was claiming that they saved the entire cost of that government contract, even if we've already paid half the cost out for the previous 2 years of work that they've already done, and they just have 2 more years to go. On that website, they're claiming the entirety of that government contract is saving, regardless of the fact that they've already been paid for their work. So when we're talking about how much Doge has actually saved, you have to look at the rescission bill that was introduced and passed by Congress, which was only $9 billion. Because I don't know what's Article 1?
Would you agree whether or not it's the entirety of the amount or a partial amount, it's beneficial to the American people to cut expenses?
Not if you're lying to the American people about what those expenses are. No. Because see, just as you just tried to do when you first came up and be like, well, on the Doge website, they show this amount. And I'm telling you that it's incorrect because you didn't do your research, because I don't know if you realize this, and a lot of people don't know this, and that's totally fine. But the cost of every single government contract is in fact is public knowledge, and you can drill down into it and look it up. It's not difficult. You just need the contract number and you can find it. The average individual is going to go to Doge.gov and see that they're saving $125 billion, and they're going to believe it because they don't go further. So again, let's try this. What is Article 1 of the United States Constitution? What is Article 1? And you're being denied. Your request is being denied. What is Article 1 of the United States Constitution?
But you're not allowing me to reply
your
to
request is being denied. What is Article 1 of the United States Constitution?
I'm not familiar. I can't really recite any of the articles.
Oh, okay. Who controls the purse strings or the purse strings or the pocket of the American government?
But does that make any previous point that was
controls the purse strings of the government? Congress. Perfect. So when we're talking about Doge cuts, the only ones that matter are the ones that go back through and are approved by Congress, because they're the only ones that can legally stop spending. So when we're talking about
During
Doge
so
cuts in the rescission bill, how
during
much did that rescission bill save the American people? How much were approved of Doge cuts?
see your
How
point
much? Do
is
you
that
know?
yours.
Do you know?
I already
Do you
I
know?
stated prior that
Do
I
you
said
know?
prior that I do not
Do
know. You
you
asked me
know?
this
Okay, so you don't know
prior.
anything
You asked
about
me
the
the
Doge
same question.
rescission cuts. So I'm going to help you out.
I know that there were cuts.
$9 billion.
I know that there was cuts. I know, and $9 billion is a lot of money.
And how much did Doge cost the government?
How much did I can't speak to the exact statistics. I can tell you that there were cuts that were made, and that the average American consumer
How
now
much
is more
did
aware
it
of cuts that need
cost?
to be made.
Oh my gosh. How much did it cost the government to operate Doge?
You would have to inform me.
Cool. Let me just refresh my knowledge on here, but I know it was more than 9 billion. Ah.
$9 billion is in what cost? What's the
Helping
$9
out
billion
some
in
people.
cost to operate it? What is the greater than $9 billion
Salaries.
cost?
Oh, there we go.
Mm,
Cost $135 billion to operate Doge in salaries and personnel.
I think that
So let's
where
just
are you
see.
citing this
We
information?
saved $9 billion. Save
Where
nine
are you citing
Politico.
where are you citing where are you?
Politico.
All right, so you're saying that operating costs of Doge,
Yep.
and you're saying
Operating cost of Doge
$138
was
billion.
about an estimated $135 billion because of salaries and operational costs. But hey, guess what, guys? They saved us $9 billion overall because that's what was approved by Congress to cut from the government spending was $9 billion. But they cost us $135 billion.
And
Great job!
and for the $9 billion, and what
Great
is the $9 billion cut? Where's
So
the
a good
9 billion?
portion of that money, I think, quite a bit of it was cut from the broadcasting center, the Center for
Because
Public
Politico,
Broadcasting.
because your same source, Politico, claims that it's $32.7 billion in cuts.
I'm talking about the rescission bill. Are you not familiar with that?
Is the Doge department only responsible for cuts related to the rescission bill?
Yes, because again, can you find me another
Because
bill
there-
that was passed? Can you find me another bill that was passed by Congress that pulled back
You gave-
operational spending? Yes or
you
no?
have a- you have-
Yes
you-
or
you have a
no?
call to
Can you
author- you have a
find
call to
another bill
authority
that
to
was
claim-
passed by Congress that shows that government spending was cut back after it was previously approved by Congress? Yes or no? Or is there
So
just one?
you-
Is there
you-
just
you-
one?
you
There's
took-
just
you-
one? Oh,
you-
thank
you
you.
took-
There is literally has only been a singular rescission bill passed through Congress. Thank you, Michael, for the jewels. Learn to listen to your callers and not talk over them. The left always does. Who's the left? I have a left hand. Are you talking about that? Also, you should tell me what name does it say at the top of the screen. Because this is my show. So. To everybody saying I'm wasting my money, I live in a $1,200 apartment. I don't own a car. My son is 13 with the stock market portfolio funds that he funds and understands. I hope all of you put yourself and your children in this position. Well, thank you, Cooler. I do appreciate, again, the 20. Like, I don't know why anyone, if you want to send your money, like, send it. No one should criticize you for that. What you do with your money is your own personal opinion. Actually, I'm gonna explain this to you. I'm gonna use this as an example. All right. So individuals, okay, this is an example of why the term waste is subjective, because you're telling Cooler that they're wasting their money, and that's your subjective opinion. It's not objective. Thank you for giving a good example of that. And Katie, thank you so much for the 5, and thank you, Futile, for the thumbs up. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi, yeah.
Hi,
Can
how
you hear
old are
me?
you?
I am 25.
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, I don't know if this was particular. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure if this was while he was in office at all. But I did know that he was tight with Epstein, right? Is that correct? Was that during his last 11 months? Hello?
Just land your plane. I don't even know what you're saying now.
This
Well-
call will be recorded.
I
Well,
know
I'm
you hit that
saying it
button
says-
on accident, but
What do you mean?
did you mean to
Can you
hit
hear me?
did you mean to hit the record button on your phone?
No.
Okay, that's why I said I
But
know
no,
you hit
what
that
I was
button on
saying was
accident.
Trump supports Epstein, right?
Okay.
I support that. Did you want to argue about that? Is that a point of contention for you?
You support human trafficking?
No. Just Epstein specifically.
Who is a human trafficker?
Well, I mean, that's neither here nor there. I'm talking about like the cool stuff about him. I mean, he owned an island,
How
right?
old are you again?
Trump went to the 25.
And you voted for Donald Trump?
No, I can't vote. I'm actually a felon. Would you like to guess what the felony was for? Hello?
I'm guessing cocaine.
No, actually, I was on the island.
Then you deserve to be under the prison. Yeah, he's trolling. But if that were true, you deserve to be under the prison. Sorry, I don't care who's on that list. Go under that prison. That's why I told him to just land the plane bill, because I was like, I was a bad troll. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Hi, how old are you?
In my 20s.
In your 20s.
Correct.
Early, middle, late?
Middle.
Middle, okay. And,
So-
oh my
Yeah, okay.
gosh. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, I don't support any president.
All right, well, thanks, man. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, hi. I had more of a question, actually.
How old are you?
20.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I don't have a comment on that, but I just want to know if
Okay.
your pussy is.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
How old are you?
20.
Are you still supporting Donald
Can you turn
Trump?
off the stream?
Uh,
Literally not listening to this again. Can you turn off the stream in the background, person?
Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Nope, apparently. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 32.
32. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Nah, man, fuck Donald Trump, man. He deporting all the Mexicans, man. Fuck that nigga.
All right. Well, W, I guess. Have a good one. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? I will say if you're making fun of someone that is a disabled individual that would have the potential to talk like that, you're a deplorable person and don't do that. That's gross. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Just going to do this for a moment then while we wait. I don't know. We're going to fix all this. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Awesome. How old are you? Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
I think that he hasn't done everything ideally, but I think what he has done bad is outweighed by, getting a grip on just the basic mass illegal immigration that we have in this country.
Okay. Grip on basic mass immigration.
Correct. So I don't
If I
think it
can
matters
ask you
what.
real quick,
Certainly.
what specifically how does immigration personally affect you?
Well, my family came from a very small town, and when I was growing up, it's a lot of small businesses, landscapers and coal miners, some mill steel worker type people. And then when I grew up, went off to school, left the state, came back 4 years later, all of those jobs were completely taken by people from another nation who didn't speak English, who weren't supposed to be here, who had no legal
If they didn't speak English, how
representation.
did you know that they were not documented? Did you ask every single one of them to show you their papers?
Well, that wouldn't be logical, and I think
Oh,
that's
okay.
kind of
Neither would it be logical for you to automatically make an assumption that because they didn't speak English
no, it wasn't an
specifically to
assumption. It
you.
was clear as day, and they were very open
How do
about
you,
it.
they
I
were
mean,
open about it, but you just said they didn't speak English. So can you tell me
right.
exactly,
It's
how do you know by just looking at someone that they are, quote, an illegal immigrant? I'll wait.
well, if someone just
No, you said it
if a
was
town is
obvious. You
okay,
said it
do you
was
want me to answer your
obvious. So there should
question, or
be
do you just want
clear
to
as
overtalk
day.
me?
No, I'm
Do you
saying
just
you
want to
should be able
overtalk me, or
to
do you want me to answer? I'm
articulate.
trying to articulate it if you'll be
You should
quiet.
be able to articulate clear as day what makes it, quote, so obvious
What makes
that they're
it
illegal
obvious is
immigrants.
when a town turns from hardworking Americans of all backgrounds, and it's completely flooded with people who can't communicate and are undocumented, who can't
Again,
read,
what's so
write, or do
obvious about
anything,
them being
then that's
undocumented?
obviously mass immigration. And I'm glad he's
No, no, no,
kicking
no,
them
no, no,
out.
no, no, no,
And I
no,
wish
no,
he would
no,
do it
no, no.
fast.
Okay. We're gonna pause. Let's try this again. Just by looking at somebody, how do you know? Because this was your claim. Okay, and then you ran away. Guys, what does a hardworking American citizen look like? Is that the other one? Is that the other one I need to ask? Because, it's pretty obvious when you see a town turn from hardworking American citizens to people that can't communicate. Sir, there are American citizens that can't articulate a full sentence. Oh, if they don't speak English, says DJ, it's obvious. So are you saying, DJ, you would assume that I was an illegal immigrant if you walked by me on the street speaking Deutsch? Gotcha. Because you don't sprechen Sie Deutsch? Understood. Thank you, Star, for the jewels. Guys, I speak another language. I must be an illegal immigrant. Thank you, Don, for the corgi. Clement, I wish I knew. My granddad barely speaks English and he's from Alabama. That's funny, Coffee. Thank you, Feisty. Can we get huge W Feisties in the chat for that 20? I appreciate that. Also, still give another W to Cooler for having also sent $50 in total. I appreciate that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
28.
28. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, thanks, man. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 48 years old, and I have a comment as
Are you
far as
still
seeing
supporting
some.
Donald Trump?
Yes.
What
However,
has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
well, I drive 30 miles to work, and I've noticed that my gas tank is half full, not empty. That's number one. But I need to comment on your comment that
Okay, I'm done. I don't know where that's going. That wasn't even. My gas tank is half full instead of half empty. So he's just saying that he changed his pessimistic outlook from that to optimism, and then therefore it's related to Trump. Got it. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I am
Awesome. How old are you?
28.
28. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Slightly. Yes.
Can you speak more clearly into your phone?
Okay.
Okay. What has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
He's getting rid of illegal immigrants.
And how's he doing that?
He's getting rid of them.
Just
Rounding them up.
he's getting rid of immigrants. How is he doing it? He's getting rid of immigrants. Okay. Great answer
Do you want me
to
to
a question.
explain how ICE operates? Are you going to ask me why I support that, or are you just going to ask me how they do it?
Do you just have a problem with all immigrants or just specifically a certain
No.
kind?
No.
Where do you draw the line?
The bad ones, the Haitians, the Hispanics that
The
don't
Haitians
have.
and the Hispanics, they're the quote
Yeah.
bad ones. That's what you just
Oh,
said?
no. If there's others, I have yet to come across them, but I personally know a lot of them. There's a lot of them where I live, and I'm near one. I know one personally that
You know one personally.
does
Are
not.
you
Yes,
aware
she
that
does not have.
they've already
I was
done
talking.
studies and looked into this? I don't care. Like, are you kidding
Yeah.
me right
Well,
now?
I
Like,
know
I
one
obviously
that doesn't
don't
have her
care.
license,
So
and
I
she
just want to be
constantly
clear
wrecks
on
her car,
something. You're telling me
and
that
she
you
doesn't have
know
insurance.
that they're just all like you only the bad people according to this caller are just the Haitians and the Hispanics because he doesn't know anyone else. So his personal experience. And I just also want to say, so you're a bigot. That's cool. You can, yeah, and you're a bigot. Good for you. Good for you. Be a bigot. I don't really give a shit about your personal experience. And to be very clear, I just want to be like very clear on this, okay? So there's already been like studies done since ICE has been like doing these mass deportations, and we've already proven that the vast majority of individuals that are being deported out of this country have no criminal record in any country, including the United States of America. No criminal records, no criminal convictions. So your claim that he's getting rid of the bad people, or it's automatically invalidated by the fact that it's less than 20% of all individuals that are being deported out of the United States of America have no criminal record in any country of the United States, like including the United States, like no criminal record. So they're not getting rid of the bad people. Well, I'm glad you ran away. Because I guess that's a hard one to argue. So take that as a concession. Lord have mercy.
You're awesome.
Thank you, Cup of Joe, for the 100 bits. EMS, thank you for the jewels. Tracy, thank you for the jewels. And Danny says, thank you for all you do. I appreciate that, Danny. Thank you. Let's see if we can't get someone else. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Charlie Kirk is dead.
I don't know what that kid said. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
39.
39. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Substantially more so than the Liberal Party.
Okay, there is no liberal party in the United States of America, and I don't give a
Democrats, whatever you want to call it.
Sure, that's not what that is either, but okay. Anyway. So are you still supporting Donald Trump, or are you just against other people? Because that's not support. That's just being anti something.
Again.
Okay. You're boring too. I'll take that as a clickety click too. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah,
Awesome. How old are you?
28. What's up?
28. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office to earn your continued support?
The one thing he did, he did no tips or no taxes on tips
Yeah,
for
no.
waitresses and other workers like that.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Listen, I've said that since the start, that I agree with the no tax on tips policy, even though it's incorrectly worded.
Yeah, but what do you mean correctly worded?
It's not no taxes. It's a tax deduction at the end of the year, which just reduces your gross income and your tax liability on your taxes. But it still
Okay.
can be taxed. So like if you are a waitress and you get electronic tips, that can still be taxed.
So
Yeah.
you support him too?
No, I can support a singular policy and say that it's good. Not far-reaching enough, but it's a good start because it has a 3-year expiration date. Me saying I agree with one thing that he's done well does not mean that I am in support of Donald Trump. I just said that that's a good thing. Do you have a
So
issue with that, or?
no.
Okay.
Did Donald Trump start ICE?
Did he start ICE? No.
Did he start ICE? He didn't start it. You know what I mean? How do we know that he is really having anything to do with this? For real?
How do we? Is the White House is the White House official not posting immigration deportation things on a daily basis? Is Donald Trump not putting it on his True Social on a daily basis?
He's not the White House. He's just the face of the White House.
Is Donald Trump not reposting these things on a daily basis to his True Social?
Yeah, he ain't
Is Donald
control
Trump
that.
not getting on TV and talking about how well ICE is doing and how they're doing mass deportations?
They told him to say that because
They told
Donald
him
Trump's
to
not,
say that? Oh,
he's
Donald
not
Trump is
any
just
more
a puppet
racist
then?
than anybody else.
I didn't even bring
for
up
real.
anything about race. What are you talking
You're talking
about?
about, well, I'm assuming that's your problem with ICE because you're deporting all the Mexicans and people like that. I'm against it too.
What?
Really cute.
Thank you.
Yeah. I guess we kind of get along. You want to call me later? Like I could rock with you, bro. You there?
Just my gas are flabbered.
Yeah. How old are you? You didn't say how old you are.
Remind me how old you are again first?
I said it before.
Yeah, I don't remember, and I'm being honest.
28.
Oh, sorry, I'm 34. Yeah, I don't need to be hit on, but thanks. Let him talk and he hits on me. Yeah, exactly. You let him talk and he just hits on you. There you guys. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
Dude, you should not be making fun of an individual that would have a speech impediment like that. That's disgusting. It's not the first time that happens. That happens quite often, honestly. Thank you, EMS Lionheart, for the jewels as well. I appreciate that. Yeah, so basically on the same page, because I can say that one thing Donald Trump has done is like a good start. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Fuck her right in the pussy.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello,
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 17.
Sorry, I can't talk to you. TikTok terms of service. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 31.
31. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, especially much more than the Democratic Party that's mainly built of liberals right now. Hello.
What year did you graduate high school?
2011. I skipped a grade.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
So I'll be a realist with you. There are definitely things that Donald Trump has done that do not support the average American citizen. They more so support the business owners, corporation owners, whatnot. But Donald Trump has done more than the last 6 sitting presidents for the average American citizen than the last 6 sitting presidents.
Oh, including himself? Okay, that's funny. Anyways, can you be specific
Yeah, I mean,
on what he's done in his 11 months in office in this current term? Or are you just going to keep going
so
down generalities and being vague?
I mean, I can go down generalities, or I can give you
I'm
some
asking for
specifics. You just now asked me
specifics.
specifics, so
No,
now
I don't
I'm
know.
going to.
I'm so sorry. The first question that I asked you, and I'm always very
It
like,
wasn't a very specific
it
vague
actually
question, was
was. I said, what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support? What
it? All
about
right,
that
well,
is
I'll start
not
getting into some of that.
specific?
I'll start getting your first question. Actually, was
My very first question was, how old are you? And then it was,
Mhm.
why do you, it wasn't why you support him, it was, do you still support Trump?
Do
And then
you
it
still
was,
support him? Yes.
when, then I asked you, when did you graduate high
I'll say you
school?
haven't actually
And then
specifically
I
asked
asked
me
you the
specifically
fourth
until just
question.
now, but that's fine. You're doing.
The fourth question that I asked you was then, what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Yes,
That
ma'am, and
was
you
the
did
one
that
that you were
after.
referring to, but that was
Yeah,
actually the
but you
question
did
I
that
asked you
after.
after you
Either way,
said,
it's
I'm
perfectly
really
fine.
just
I'm not here
against
to
the
argue and be into
liberals.
semantics or anything.
Okay, well, bye. Your non-answers are very annoying. If you don't remember the question that I just asked you, I don't need to continue this conversation with you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, how's it going?
Going well. How old are you?
29 now. You're awesome. 29 now, and I do support Trump still, yeah.
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, I really like that he's not only worrying about America's borders, he's also worrying about wider European borders and keeping everybody white to get us off the Kalergi plan, you know? That Judenhof-Kalergi. He wants to muddy the waters,
Sorry,
make
did you
everybody a
just...
brown person, you know? And it seems like you want that too. You want everybody to just be a weird shade of brown, and that's fine if you want that, but it's not what I want. Have a good day, lady.
He up on his own. And I don't understand what he just said. Like, I support Donald Trump because he's not only worried about America's borders, but he's worried about Europe's borders and the whiteness. And then he went to say, "Ooh, that's a cool one, Jody. Thank you." And then he went on to say something about he supports muddying the waters. That Donald Trump supports muddying the waters, but he doesn't. And then somebody literally just said W caller. Like, okay, thanks for showing your racism or your bigotry. Ew. For fuck's sake, that was oof. 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 I know this was towards the other guy that doesn't understand what a specific question is, but I think that applies to the last guy too. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I like the stream.
Thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes,
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 37.
37. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I support Donald Trump.
What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
I support his aggressive way of getting things done, regardless if people like it or not. The fact that he is doing things that people won't like, and I like that. Regardless if you like it or not, he's getting things done.
So, like, what specifically? Instead of
Okay,
something
so-
in general, that's a generality.
Okay, yeah, okay, of course. So the specific thing that I like about him is obviously he's deporting immigrants. I am a descendant of an immigrant myself too, and for many years we had presidents that said they were going to do stuff and they never did anything, and he's actually doing it.
So you mean the fact that there was 3.3 million immigrants deported under Joe Biden meant that nothing was being done?
Correct, because even though he was deporting,
Wait. That means correct. I'm so sorry. Wait. So actually deporting people and having the numbers of deportation, right? And it shows, like, we can find all of this evidence on DHS, IC, and CBP.gov
Of course.
websites, their statistics.
Yeah.
The fact that it was actually done means that it wasn't done, is what you just agreed to.
Well, what I mean is that even though Biden deported a certain amount of people, that's still not enough. For the amount of people that came into the country, visit how many was deported, it's still not good enough. Not for me.
Can I ask you a question? Ooh,
Yes, you can.
cool. Were your parents naturalized before you were born?
No, my parents are immigrants, just like any other immigrants. But the difference was
Cool.
they did it. They did it.
I
they did it the
I
legal
hope
way.
your naturalization gets stripped. For fuck's sake, I'm not talking to somebody that's a goddamn ladder puller. Normally I'm not that way. I just am not dealing with it right now. Like, sorry, not sorry. Can we get 3 of these from the same person? I don't know if that's possible, but let's go ahead and light up this gift gallery real quick. I would appreciate that, guys. Oh, lovely. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Awesome. What part of Canada are you calling from?
Toronto.
Okay, bye. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, what part of Canada are you calling from?
Oh, I'm in Toronto.
Okay, bye. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
What the hell are you?
Huh? No one heard you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 54.
54. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, I would vote for him again.
That's not the question that I asked. Anyway.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Yes, I am still supporting Donald Trump. Yeah.
What specifically what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
taking care of the border wall.
The border
And
wall?
taking care of,
Is there
well,
more wall
I'm so
being
sorry, that's right.
added?
Let me, I got to be very correct. Taking care of the immigration problem that we had here in America at the Mexican border.
Okay, 1 second. All right, so taking care of the immigration problem at the Mexico border specifically.
Yes.
Okay. And can you tell me exactly how he did that?
Yeah, it was actually pretty easy. He just sent the troops down there and just beefed up the security down there, and we just didn't let people come into the country illegally. Like Joe Biden could have taken care of this a long time ago, but chose not to.
Oh, listen, I'm not going to disagree and say that Joe Biden couldn't have done a couple of executive orders and moved personnel around. He most certainly could have, and he waited. It's actually very ignorant of people to say that there weren't issues at the border, okay? The problem is that, sorry, they weren't just, quote, letting illegals cross the border. Where do you have evidence that people were just being, quote, let in illegally?
The people that run that border down there, they were crying for help down there, saying that they have a huge problem. So people like boots on the ground that were at the border were saying that we were having a problem. I believe that it was upwards of some days 5,000 illegally crossing, and
No.
they're begging.
No,
begging
no,
for, not,
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
saying
no,
every
no,
day.
no, no,
I said
no,
up to
nope,
some
nope,
days.
nope, 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 nope. What is
Nope.
what is a crossing? What is an encounter?
I'm so sorry. I heard it. What is a crossing and what is a encounter? Is that what you asked me?
Yes.
I don't know. Let me.
Let's try it a different
I mean,
way.
I can kind of guess what it is, but I'm sure there's a
Which
legal term to it.
statistic do you think CBP keeps track of on their website, cbp.gov? In crossings or encounters?
So during Biden's time,
Nope, I just said cbp.gov. What encounter do they keep track? Like, what statistic do they keep track of? Encounters or crossings on cbp.gov? By the way, this has not changed. This has been this way for like the last 15 years. They keep track of the
I would
exact
assume
same
that every
statistic.
single person they come across, they make a record of that.
What do they keep track of? Encounters or crossings?
I would say encounter. Every
Encounter.
single encounter. That's what I said the first time. Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, great. I'm glad you said that. So encounters are not crossings. All right. Let me go ahead. Let's pull this up. We'll read it directly from DHS's glossary. Okay. This gets so exhausting.
What does?
Having to teach you guys the same thing every time. Thank you so much,
Well, then
Danny, for just
why do it
becoming a
then?
member. Oh,
If
I
it's
mean,
so
it's just you
exhausting.
guys want this to talk about the same thing every time, and you guys are
Well,
exhausting.
you asked me. No, you asked me, so I told you why I'm voting for
So,
him. You're the one
sure,
who
I'll
asked the
help you
question.
out. Okay, you asked, and you just asked me one. Why do I do this? Because I like testing myself and pressing my own belief system. All right, cool. This is on the screen. I know you can't see it, so I'm going to read out loud for the class. All right.
Yeah, and I'm on the CBP also, so I want to see what you have.
I'm on the definition of encounters on DHS glossary, is what I told you
okay,
I was
gotcha.
pulling up.
Perfect.
Cool. Awesome. The sum of U.S. Border Patrol, USBP, Title 8 apprehensions, Office of Field Operations, OFO, Title 8 inadmissibles, and aliens process for expulsion under Title 42 authority by USPB or OFO. So encounters are literally tallying up the number of people that were rejected and not allowed into the country at the southern border. We do not keep track of crossings on CBP, ICE, or DHS.gov anywhere on their websites. So the fact that you would even say that they are letting people cross the border illegally is in fact immediately wrong from the start.
If you are so naive to think that there wasn't a problem at the border under
I
Biden, and they
didn't.
invited all
What
these.
did I say? Did I say that he did not
Calm
handle it
down the rage
correctly?
baiting. Get a
Okay.
boyfriend. Relax.
Oh, Pookie Pie, A, you couldn't handle me. And also, B, I
if we didn't
have a
want to, I would
boyfriend,
fucking kill
Cheeky.
myself.
Oh, goodness. If you want to self-delete yourself, feel free to do that on your own time. But I want to be very clear with you. I'm actually quite happily taken. I don't need a boyfriend. I have one. Cool. So, and this is always how this happens, right? Let's be very clear. Someone always immediately goes over to an ad hominem because he doesn't know what the difference is between an encounter and a crossing. He also wasn't listening when I very clearly said that there absolutely was an issue at the southern border when it came to the Biden administration and that he should have done something more. Do you see how you weren't listening at all when I very clearly said that for you? So there, I just iterated it a second time just for you and your poor listening skills that you have. And the fact that you had to go directly to an ad hominem because you couldn't understand anything that I said and you weren't listening to the words that I was saying either. Okay? It's quite telling when individuals such as yourself do that. So let me be clear. An encounter, yes, there were 8.4 million encounters at the southern border during the Biden administration for the times that they counted for the fiscal year. Fiscal years are run from October 1st through 1 year, right? So like, for example, the government's fiscal year started October 1st, 2025, and it will end September 30th, 2026. So when we're looking at the statistics from October 1st, 2020 through September 30th, 2024, we see that there was 8.4 million encounters. If you actually move it throughout his entire term, it actually goes down just a little bit to 8.2 million encounters under his term. So, and again, as we've already discovered, and we already ran through it from DHS's, right, Department of Homeland Security's definitions of encounters, it explicitly states that these are individuals that were not allowed into the country. So therefore, your original premise trying to say that, guess what? Because you said this, not me, that they were just allowed to cross into the country is in fact incorrect because we don't keep track of the statistics of crossings. That's the problem with your original premise. And that's what I was trying to correct, but you got so emotional and in your feelings that you were like, I bet you are single, which I don't know if you realize this, but single women live longer than married women do. And that's probably from having to deal with somebody like yourself, right? Because there's also quite honestly a very good reason why women live longer than men. Like very, very clear reason why women live longer than men. I'm sure you don't believe in going to a doctor when you see a weird rash on your leg. As long as it's not on your junk, you don't care about the weird rash that you find on yourself, because I guarantee you got one. And I guarantee there's some streaks in those pants. Like, I guarantee that's also the case. You probably think, I bet you like Nick Fuentes and I bet you like Andrew Tate. Well, Pookie Pie, I have news for you. According to Andrew Tate, if you are a straight man in a monogamous relationship in the year, and he didn't even say monogamous, I'm just putting this out there. If you are a straight man dating a woman in the year 2025, you are G-A-Y gay. So I'm sure that's you. So according to the people that you like, right? Just to be clear, Nick Fuentes, Andrew Tate, you're gay, sir. So enjoy it. See, and then somebody literally says it in the chat that they love Nick Fuentes. That's fucking weird. All right. Thank you, hey, for the jewels. Danny, no, you cannot fix that. He owns libs and people hate him as his approval rating gets lower and lower the more I like him. That's hilarious. Thank you, Cup of Joe. Mike, thank you for all the jewels. Snow, thank you for all the jewels. 5, thank you for the 5. We also have Amy. Thank you so much for the direct donation on Venmo. Says, I don't know how you deal with these, please. Thank you so much for the 5 on Venmo. Snowman, thank you for all the jewels. Kramer, thank you for the bits. You are the best. Thank you. Thank you again, Danny, for the membership. Kramer, thank you for all the bits as well. I appreciate that. That only added up to 61. I thought maybe you were trying to get to a specific number, like, I don't know, 6, 7. Oh, man. Man, this person is like NG, like NJ. I know that dating the opposite gender would be considered heterosexual, but not according to Nick Fuentes or Andrew Tate, who supposedly like women. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
You need to calm down, partner.
What part about me is not calm?
You need to calm down right now.
Are you capable of speaking more than 5 words?
Yeah. Are you?
I don't know if you realize that, but that was only 3.
Come again?
I said, I don't know if you realize that, but that previous sentence that you said was only 3 words, and that sentence that you also just
Hold up. I need to get your drink.
you just uttered was only 2 additional words.
Hold up,
So
hold
are
up.
you
I need to
capable
get your drink.
of speaking with more than 5 words?
Okay. What was that again?
I'll take that as a no. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 26.
26. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And what specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Probably releasing the Epstein files, deporting all the minorities. Let's see, what else? I mean, hopefully soon he'll get rid of abortion rights. But we'll see about that one.
I'm sorry, have I missed the fact that the Epstein files have not been fully released yet? So he hasn't
Close
released
enough, you
those?
know.
He has like 2
Close
days to do
enough.
it.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Oh, okay, so your original premise
He's
is
the king of
wrong.
America.
Did you? Okay.
I'm sorry, what's wrong with that?
What are the first 3 articles of the United States Constitution?
The first 3 articles,
Yeah.
like the first 3 amendments, or are you talking about the we the people? What are you talking
What are
about?
the parts that make up the United States Constitution?
There's the Bill of Rights. There is the Federalist Papers.
That the Federalist Papers are not a part of the Constitution.
Oh yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
I'm sorry, I think you need to Google that. Yes, they are.
The Federalist Papers are not a part of the United States Constitution.
Typical women, you know. Just must have a bad memory, huh?
I have a bad memory, but you think the quote Bill of Rights is the name of one part of the Constitution, and you're incorrect.
I don't think I am actually.
Okay, so how many parts make up the United States Constitution? Give me a number.
6, 7.
Oh, okay, so you don't know.
No, I do know it's 6, 7.
Okay, well, have a good one, troll. If you're gonna troll, at least actually be funny. You're not funny. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, how are you? I've been trying to call for a bit. So let me start off. I'm 44.
How old are?
I'm an old
Okay.
man. Yeah, I was 19 when 9/11 happened. Here's the thing, guys. We need to quit arguing with each other. We need to quit looking left and right and start looking up and down. Am I a Trump supporter? I was. You're awesome. As in past tense. Let me tell you something. I'm a tech guy. Full-time single dad, full custody of my kids. That's why my hair went from blonde to gray. Hardy har har. I'll get right to
Hardy
the
har
point.
har.
Anyway, I don't want to use foul language, but he's done jack squat about AI laying people off. He has done jack squat about data centers being put up against our will. I'm also from a border state. I'm from the Valley of Phoenix. And, you know, I'm not going to crash on the left or the right. We're all in this together, sister. And, you know, no pun towards Biden, but I'm going to be a neutral guy saying this. I never saw cars in my state with Mexican license plates until that dude was in charge. No matter who was in charge of border policy, that doesn't really matter, right? I mean, it's a problem. We all have to deal with it in a way. But the arguing, you know, between left and right, Aren't you sick of it too? It's like, dude, we're all in this together. We all have one thing in common. We love our families. We need a future. Do I support him anymore? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's proven to be no different than Bush, Biden, Clinton. It's like George Carlin said. I mean, you're a young girl. I don't know if you know Carlin, but like he said, it's one big club and they're all in it and we're not. And, you look like you're about 19 or 20. I'm sure you want a future. I'm very educated, have my own business. I mean, we're all struggling, and this guy's putting Israel first. He's done the exact opposite. Okay, I have no bigotry or hatred towards anybody, but, that one guy that called you about Europe wanting to make it white again, Europe has been kind of ran over, and that started with the Arab Spring. But when these people call you, you know how they're immediately on the attack at you?
Yeah.
They're clinging to their stupid political party rather than common sense. Yeah, what's going on in Europe? There is weaponized migration going on, but they're blaming the smaller people responsible instead of the bigger picture, right? And I don't know if I'm making sense, but the whole left-right divide, this is what they want. And instead of clinging on to a nation-dividing political party, I'm trying to see through the picture because I have a daughter that's about your age, and it's like, I want my two kids to have a future. Right now we're all in dire straits economically. A house in the Valley of Phoenix, a single family home, 3-bedroom, garage, backyard, front yard, you're looking at $400,000. Who can afford that, right? We're all in this together, but here's my point. Trump hasn't done anything about private equity firms buying up houses. Is it a conspiracy? I don't know, but the saying, if it looks like crap and looks like crap, it smells like crap, no? I just think that we're all in deep trouble, and us arguing, this is what they want, right? I don't know if I'm not trying to take up too much more of your time, but there's many reasons why I turned my back, and the final straw, what made me turn my back, was the Laura Ingraham interview. They're bringing in all these H-1B guys, H-1B visa people. They have subpar results in the IT world. Some of them are good at what they do, but it's like, you guys, you're taking American careers away, and not just tech, but, architects,
I
engineers,
just want to remind
etc.
people that I
And
was like being
I've
yelled
never
at in
seen
my
nothing like
two
this.
comments to let them
But I will
talk.
tell you one thing.
And
I was
this is what
19 when
happens when I let
9/11
them
happened.
talk.
The day after, September 12th, we weren't Democrats, we weren't Republicans, we were all Americans. No matter who was really responsible for that day, one day maybe we'll find out. But, we need to go back to that, because right now we're being played by both parties, and they're doing a good job. They're doing a damn good job. We're focusing on each other instead of the people doing this to our economy, to our future. And I just hope, I'm not going to just say you, but everybody involved in this video, all the people listening, dude, screw your party. Screw your party. We're all in this fight together. So anyway, I appreciate your time. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and thank you.
Happy holidays. Summer just got mad at Bailey. Might have, real. I might have. Oh no, here we go. Thank you for the 100 bits. I love that username. That's fun. Kramer, thank you for all the bits as well. I think we added up to we went over 6-7 now. Potato, thank you for the bits. Thank you for standing up against these people. Of course, that's what I'm here for. I wish a caller would follow your format so I could learn something. I do not support Trump and have only had my views reinforced. I've learned some things from you. I appreciate that. Guys, I always encourage everybody to fact check what I say and double check everything. Don't just believe me. Definitely go through, fact check, double check, do a little bit of surface level research and validate or prove me wrong. I'm good either way. I will take the validation or I will get proved wrong and I'll concede. So I appreciate that as well. So yeah, like that's always what I do, right? And so what I would also say is go find Ground News. That's where I get the majority of my news from. It tells me what side platform leans, whether it's left, right, or center. Oh gosh, Jeff, we're not having this conversation again. It also will tell you their factuality rating as well. So if they failed any previous fact checks, another way that you can go like research into companies that are reporting on news is do like the name of the company and do media bias fact check. And it'll tell you like it'll go even deeper than Ground News even does. It'll tell you who it's owned by and everything like that. Ari keeps getting younger. I bet it's the mermaid blood. It most definitely is that mermaid blood I've got going on. Jeff says, I just want to say the liberals are leftists. According to the political spectrum, we're going to put this out again. Liberals are on the right. They're center right, but they're on the right. They are not leftists. All right. Well, yeah. No, okay. Guys, we have very interesting discussions in my server on literally a daily basis. I encourage you to join the server. There are like 3 different ways you can join it depending on how you're on there, okay? So join the server, see what's up, get verified, come all the way in. We have very interesting discussions about specifically lately, the last couple of bits, the political spectrum and where people fall on it. But again, if you actually look at the true political spectrum, liberals are not leftists. They are center right. They just, exactly, JRG, exactly. They just think they are the left, but they're not. My server was scary. I'm sorry, Kat. Yeah, leftists know they are not liberal. It's so funny. 1 second. Link tree in the bio, pirate. Wait, come here. Okay. It's in the link tree in my bio. You can find the links for it. There are 2 different ones. In the link tree, there's one that actually has the Discord icon, and then you have like an actual link a couple down further in. Neoliberalism was ushered in by Reagan and Thatcher. Good to know. Nemo always has some interesting details to give. Yes, it was. That's why. Somebody has an issue with cat people? Just come say hi for a second. I'm so single because of this guy, guys. Did you know that I was single?
Huh?
Did you know I was single?
Sweet, I'm going out.
You're awesome.
Joke. That was a joke. Don't come at me out. Don't come at me on live tomorrow. I swear to freaking God. Do not come at me tomorrow. Where's our camera? Do not come at me tomorrow. That was a joke.
Yeah, guys, I'm apparently single. Rip Haven, I'll be back on live tomorrow. I was actually going to go ahead and end. Sorry about that, but come back tomorrow. Shout on all of the platforms. On the tubes, it's Polypolitics 1.0. So you guys can follow him that way. All right. So see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Yeah. Central Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all have a